governing body members of IOP. And the show is being broadcasted live over there. So if you have any relatives. There's some ground rules that I'd like to lay down. One is please put your mobile phones on silent. Two, if you have question answers, you can just ask them to the volunteers who are at the side. Volunteers, raise your hands please. All these volunteers, just write down your question and give it to them and they'll pass it on to the moderator of the event. Request everyone at the back, please settle down. At the back, please. Sir, thank you so much for being with us today. I would like to call upon stage
Our respected guest today, Vijay Sankeshwar ji, Guruvrat Deshpande ji, Dilip Dhoti ji, and dignitaries and my friends. I welcome you all for today's Guru Talk by Vijay Sankeshwar ji and again talk by Desh. VRL has always created a history, and especially in this IPO, they have created history in a nation. According to me, probably this is in a decade highest time oversubscribed, 74 times. Company today is 2,600 crore plus. So instead of we talking, let's listen to him how he made this company and how we can also make this company. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Oswal. So a lot of you must be wondering how it is that one man with just one lorry in the year 1976 goes on to build one of the most successful companies from this region and one of the most unprecedented success in the listing from this region. Sir, we are truly inspired today, but to know the true prowess of the VRL group, flew your eye to the silver screen, please. That truly is an amazing story, sir. Now more than ever, I truly believe that the ability to run a professional business and to scale up is no longer limited by location. What you need is a mission backed by a lot of hunger, and you can achieve success from wherever you may be. Before I call upon Mr. Sankeshwar on stage, I would like to present a small bio. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the bio. There are more than 100 awards presented by state government, by national and international bodies. I am not going to go into that. I have shortlisted 4 points only, and I would like to throw some light on that. He started his business career at the age of 16 when he bought a printing press, when he started a printing press rather, at Gadag. He then diversified into the transport business. This is in the year 1976. Today, VRL has over 5,000 vehicles and 500 super luxury buses. It has over 3,000 locations and 20,000 employees. The turnover exceeds 2,000 crores. It is truly a remarkable achievement. I totally agree with you. Sir, we are well versed with the VRL story, but we want to know how you achieved this unprecedented success, especially considering two factors: getting listed on the stock exchange, but more importantly, working from a smaller city, and secondly, in such an unorganized sector. So without further ado, I'd like to call upon the man himself, Mr. Sankeshwar, to kindly address the gathering.
I am not a good orator or a very big business tycoon. Why Thai people have so much effort they have made to bring all of you here. Almost 90% of the people I know very personally since decades, 2 decades, 3 decades, and almost they are our customers. Before I go to the main subject, what they wanted to tell about the growth story, not growth story, about the how to grow. Second point is about the success of IPO. That will come later. If I don't mention the past history, many of youngsters will get confused and they will go to the wrong path. That is why I try to cut down as much as possible. In spite of that, it may take little time also. So many things I am aware, but in spite of that, certain things I have to tell. Certain things I have to tell, which are not good to listen. I never so far talked about any caste, creed, anything. But here I have to mention it because how we are going in a wrong direction, that is a must. I am 65. We are into publishing books since last 86 years. That is 21 years before my birth. My father has started the printing, it's not printing, the publication business, that Vijay Bharat dictionary or own product. We are 5 brothers and 3 daughters for my father. When I failed at the age of 15 SSLC, then my father given me a small press having 3 workers there. And my father was publishing about 600 to 700 books, not only the dictionaries, 7-8 varieties of dictionaries, and so many educational related books, so many things. And he developed it with hard work to the highest level. So his wish was everybody should be in the same line of business. And we had, every person had a separate proprietary concern. Say 100 books are published by my father, 100 books are published by my eldest brother, say 100 books will be published by my another brother, say about 100 books will be published by my sister's husband, like this. Then 90% of the work, printing work, they were giving to the other presses, and only 10% was carried out in our press. When that press was handed over to me at the age of 16, then I appeared PUC, BCom and all, completed graduation, and first year LLB also I have done. That is different story. But along with the printing line, I used to do proofreading, everything, managing the press and all. My father, when I wished to join the college, he told my father, I am also a SSLC clear fellow. Nobody graduated in our family. Why you join the college, and who will speak and the press and who will run the printing press. I have already given you the responsibility. I said I will do both on the. At that age, 21 years, 5 years, I borrowed those days about say 50 years, 49 years before. I borrowed 3-4 lakhs, brought new machines, and 100% work, which was 90% was doing to outside, 100% work I was doing without giving a single work to outside people. Along with that, my belly was not filled. Then I used to print government books, and I used to print Karnataka University books and question paper and answer papers, Mysore University, so many government jobs. And when I took in charge of the press, there were a lot of holidays, Amashi holidays, Sunday holiday, like this. We started 24/7. So gradually when 5 years I developed that business, when I was a student, I used to write accounts for all the 5-6 firms, all proprietary. My brother, elder brother, father, and all. I was the printer, they are the publishers. My father told, you should charge 30% minimum less than the market is charging, because publishing is such a difficult job, we have to survive. I was charging, when the other press people were charging 100 rupees, I was charging 70 rupees. So they were earning, I was writing the books, they were earning say 50,000 or 60,000 a month each person. 50,000-60,000 is a very big money that time. My earning was very, very less. Then when my income was more than all of their income, over a period of 5 years. So everybody will start thinking, why we should give so much of money to this boy, and he is earning more than us. He is earning more out of our work only than my sister husband. What he did, he bought one press set, 30,000 rupees from SSLC Mitra, no, about Mr. magazine, some Kirur press in Gadar. He given 500 rupees advance, and he promised that the remaining money will be paid and lifted the press within 1 month. Then my father shouted at him, why you have done such a idiot job? If one by one start your own press, how Vijay will survive? Then he begged an apology to my father. I have made a mistake, let that 500 token will be forfeited. I will not do and go. After 1 year, another my brother thought of having his own press. That time also my father shouted. I told him, my father, I requested, Daddy, you don't shout at them, what they are thinking. They are married, they are responsible, they have children, they want to go, why should pay money to Vijay Sankeshwar? They are thinking in the right direction to grow themselves. No. You have borrowed so much of money already, and you are saying so. No, I will find out my way of life. Then my father told, who will start the press of his own? You start printing those books. Then I told, I am a warrior, whether I should alive or he should alive. So, I don't want to create a Mahabharata in my family. So, I am a warrior. I am ready to fight with anybody, anytime, till today. And until my last breath. Then everybody starting their own press. They had utter failure, so many things. I don't want to go in detail. Then I decided to do some new business. That time I was making some survey, going to Bangalore, Pune and all, and getting so much of information. This is 3 lakh business, 4 lakh project like this. What my father used to say, don't do all this unknown new things foolishly. You all of us, you should contribute some 10,000, 20,000 like this and make some company, let it also will grow. I told until my die, I will never do any partnership with anybody. Then everybody is talking, but it was not materialized. The same drama was going on, then married and all the things and happened. At the age of 25, I took a decision to start a trekking business. Not trekking, it is a logistic business. When I bought one vehicle that was costing 1,10,000 rupees, including the body, 76. And bank finance I got about 86,000. So there was a huge cry in our family. Trekking is a useless business. Trekking वाला दारू पीने को start करता है, like this. जुआ खेलेगा, smuggling करेगा. That time smuggling means not I am talking about this internet smuggling. ಜಿಲ್ಲಾ ಬಂದಿ ಒಂದು ಜಿಲ್ಲೆಯಿಂದ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಜಿಲ್ಲೆಗೆ ಆಹಾರದಾನ ಹೋಗ್ತಿದ್ದಿಲ್ಲ. ಲೈಕ್ ಬಿಜಾಪುರ ಜೋಳ ಹುಬ್ಬಳ್ಳಿ ಬರೋಂಗಿಲ್ಲ. ಹೀಗೆ ಅದನ್ನೇ ಮ್ಯಾನೇಜ್ ಮಾಡಿ ತೊಗೊಂಬಂದ್ರೆ ಹೆಚ್ಚು ಬಾಡಿಗೆ. ಇಂಥವೆಲ್ಲ ಕೆಟ್ಟ ಕೆಲಸವನ್ನು ನಮ್ಮ ಮಗ ಮಾಡ್ತಾನೆ. ಈ ಒಂದು ಕೆಟ್ಟ ಕೆಲಸ ಅಂದರೆ ಆ್ಯಕ್ಚುಲಿ ಕೆಟ್ಟ ಕೆಲಸ ಅಲ್ಲ, ಅದು ಭಾಳ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಸ್ವಂತ ಡ್ರಾಯಿಂಗ್ ಬೇಕು, ಫಿಸಿಕಲಿ ಫಿಟ್ನೆಸ್ ಬೇಕು. ಪರ್ಟಿಕ್ಯುಲರ್ ಜಾತಿಯವರು ಮಾತ್ರ ಆ ಬಿಸ್ನೆಸ್ ಮಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಸಾಧ್ಯ. ನಮ್ಮ ಲಿಂಗಾಯತರು ಮಾಡೋ ಬಿಸ್ನೆಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲ. ದಟ್ ವಾಸ್ ದ ಮಿಸ್ಟೇಕ್. I told very clearly, I am not doing the trucking business. Till today I tell you, I have 4,000 vehicles. I am not making any profit in the vehicle. I may be losing more than 100 crores by running the vehicle. But I have to buy the vehicles to take care of my logistic company. That is compulsion. I told, that time Ghatia Party was very big. I told I want to become like a Ghatia Party. You are bullish fellow, they are so much big. Then I told, from starting I will start only Hubballi, Gadag, local service. Then when I will grow little, then I will think of that level. When I started the business, Hubballi Gadag service with one lorry, वीरेश्वर ट्रांसपोर्ट. क्या ज़्यादा टाइम ले रहा हूँ क्या? ओके ना? थोड़ा नहीं बोले तो ये लोग तो नहीं हो जाते. Then I started competing. I told you no warrior. There was 4 rupees freight from 1 quintal from Hubballi to Gadag, Gadag to Hubballi. 4 rupees 1 quintal. I started with 1 rupee 1 quintal. So, and I was going door to door for paying the business, but I was not going to anybody's door of relatives or the family friends of my father. Then, one day what happened? One ex-customer encouraging me to give every day 50 bags, 100 bags, 150 bags. 10-ton lorry cannot carry 150 bags, only 100 kg. I used to carry 150 bags in the 10-ton. But ಟೆಂಡರ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಅವಾಕ್ ಅಂತ ನೋಡಿ, ಇದು ನಿಮ್ಮ ಹೆಸರಿನ ಅವಾಕ್ ಅದನ್ನೇ ಮಾಡಿ ಟೆಂಡರ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಗದಗದಿಂದ ಹುಬ್ಬಳ್ಳಿ ತಂದು ರೈಲ್ವೆ ಮುಖಾಂತರ ಬಾಂಬೆ ಕಳಿಸಿ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೋರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡೋದು. ಆದರೆ ಇವರು ಗದಗನೂ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೋರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ದಿಲ್ಲ, ಬಾಂಬೆ ಪಾರ್ಟಿ. ಅವಾಗ ಏನಾಯಿತು ಅಂದರೆ ಒಂದು ದಿವಸ ಆ ಎಕ್ಸ್ ಪಾರ್ಟಿ 800 ಚೀಲ ಟೆಂಡರ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಆಯಿತು. ಇಟ್ ಶುಡ್ ರೀಚ್ ಹುಬ್ಳಿ ಬೈ 5 o'clock ಈವ್ನಿಂಗ್. ಆವಾಗ ಇವರೆಲ್ಲರೂ ಬಂದು ದಕ್ಷಿಣ ವೀರೇಶ್ವರ ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ಪೋರ್ಟಲ್ಲಿ ಗಲಾಟೆ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು. देखो तुम AR में भेज रहा, आज क्या करेगा, हम भी देख लेते हैं. That fellow was very upset. I told, you don't bother. I will lift your 800 bags. Okay, that is the challenge. You don't cry. I am here. I lifted 200 bags in my lorry instead of carrying 100 bags, and I engaged 6 lorries outside, paying 4 rupees. I paid them 4 rupees and issued 1 rupee back. Why I am telling, if you want to enter the business, nobody will invite you putting a red carpet and come here. We have to be warrior. We are prepared for losing. Then that Dakkani fellow and Vireshwar fellow, they become upset. They came to us running. ನೋಡಿ ಸ್ವಾಮಿ, ನೀವು ಹೆಚ್ಚು ಕಲ್ತಿದ್ದೀರಾ ಅಂದರೆ ಅವರು SSLC ಆದರೂ ನಾವು ಬಿಕಾಮ್ ಕಲ್ತಿದ್ದೆ. ಹೆಚ್ಚು ಕಲ್ತರು, ಬುದ್ಧಿವಂತರು, ನೀವು ಒಂದು ಲಾರಿಗೆ ಇಷ್ಟೊಂದು ಉತ್ಸಾಹ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡ್ಬಿಟ್ರೆ ಹೇಗೆ, ನಾವು ನೀವು ಏನಾದ್ರು ಕಾಂಪ್ರಮೈಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋಣ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ನಮ್ಮ ಕಸ್ಟಮರ್ಗೆಲ್ಲ ಧಮಕಿ ಕೊಡ್ತಿದ್ರು. VRನಲ್ಲಿ ನಿಂತ್ಕೊಂಡ್ರೆ ನಾಳೆದಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾಡಿರ್ತೀವಿ. Sometimes you will not believe, there was a fight between those drivers and who live with our drivers. Then I created one cell at Gadag and one cell at Hubballi. If the 4 people come and beat us, I used to 10 people and beat them. It is not only happened during the VRL starting. When I started Vijay Karnataka, it happened in Bangalore also. They used to come in the tempo, 10-20 people who is selling Vijay Karnataka, they used to beat. We created some team there who will beat you when and you beat. Till today I am saying in some close circle, why you are making samjhota with the Pakistan? You invite the Pakistani fellows to kill as many as Indians. You are at liberty. But also you should tell, if you kill one Indian, we will kill 100 Pakistanis. Suppose if they kill today 20 Indians, very glad, tomorrow we will kill 200. Till I am telling, we did during VRL when I started, we did when we started, it is not Dadagiri. To your survival, you should be ready to go to any extent, but ethically. Unless he spit on your face, you should not spit on his face. Unless he talks something bad, then only you should. But you should be a good listener. Even if he is talking something against you, even if he is criticizing something about you, even if he is talking which you may not like what I am talking now, many of may be not liking. but you should be a good listener. I know almost 80% of the people whom I am interacting here, they don't have patience to listen. When I became MP, when I become MLC and all, some other people are becoming MLA and all, first they will give 3 days training, how to behave. You should be a good listener, you should come in time, you should attend all phone calls, you should attend every person. But that is only training. After training, what we do, you know. But what I experienced, I am a very good listener. I will allow them to speak. Once what happened, I have got lakhs of examples, only 5-6 examples I quote. About 6 years before, one late night bus from Bombay to Bangalore left Bombay and had a breakdown near Satara. Something, maybe about 12 o'clock or 1 o'clock or 2 o'clock. I got a phone call. You are shouting so much, bloody idiot. You people are big people going in a car. Useless fellows. You have political background. You don't bother for a common man. We are dying with my children and with my wife here on the road. You don't have mercy. You only see the money. Everything, yes sir, yes sir, yes sir. I was doing for 10 minutes. Then what nonsense you are saying? Always whatever I am telling you are saying yes sir. Until you talk, I cannot talk. When you stop talking, then I will talk. Then he said, I have stopped talking. I will find out the reason of the breakdown, and every 200 kilometers we have one spare bus. And when that bus will arrive, which number bus will arrive, it will take 5 minutes for me to tell you. Please wait for 5 minutes. I know you idiot people will not do it. Then I talked with our team. They told, फलाना नंबर का बस पुणे से निकला है, अभी शायद 5-10 मिनट में पहुंच जाएगा. Then I called that fellow. This number bus will arrive by 10 minutes. I think your problem will be solved. I know it will not arrive, and then you switch off the mobile and sleep. If I had done, I would have done long back. Yes, I am well true. I am not bothered you, but I would have done long back. Then okay. After 5 minutes, bus came, everybody boarded, started boarding. Many of them are not ready to board. I want to talk with Sankeshwar, I want to talk with Sankeshwar, I want to talk with Sankeshwar. What they talk about 10 people. Sir, ನೀವು ಭಾಳ ತುಂಬ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡಿಬಿಟ್ಟು ನಾವು ಬೇರೆ ಬಸ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಹೋಗಿದ್ರೆ ನಾವು ಊರೇ ಮುಟ್ತಿದ್ದಿಲ್ಲ. ನಿಮ್ಮ ಬಸ್ ನೀವು ಹೇಳೋದಂಗೆ 10 ನಿಮಿಷದಲ್ಲಿ ಬಂದ್ಬಿಡ್ತು ಸರ್. ಅಡಿಗೆ ಮುಗೀತು. Then they started quarreling with the driver. We want to meet Sankeshwar personally. He told, no, already bus is delayed 1.5 hours. I have got a fixation of timing. I have to go from Bombay to Bangalore via bypass. I cannot go inside Hubballi and take you again 1 hour it will delay. Okay, 1 hour it will delay. We all want to say thanks to Vijay Sankeshwar and go. They all again telephone that we will tell your driver that we will come inside of Hubballi and okay, driver usko bula lo. Then we arranged everything to them and they went very happy. Certain things, lakhs of examples are there. So what I am saying is, we should give more stress for the quality and quality only. All companies, mostly all companies, I will not point out, whether they are small or big, they target profit, they target turnover. Only in our company, there is no target at all. You do less business, but don't do dirty business. We are doing senior management meeting once in 2 months, 1.5 days in various locations of India. But the meeting will be for no target. What is your view to improve service in Coimbatore? What is your view to improve service in Delhi? What is your view to improve service in what are the new branches we should open? That is called only the quality. If you are doing any service, that time it should be 24/7. Otherwise, the whole world is so smart and so speed and competition is so severe, you will not survive. Even if it is production, you should do 24/7. Otherwise, with this cost of interest, with this cost of land and building and insurance, so many fixed costs are there, you will not survive. Many youngsters will come and ask, sir, what to do? I have my factory and loss and all. I ask them this some 2-3 minutes I will take and tell them, you do this and this and this. 80% people have listened and gone, about 20% people have really implemented. They used to come to me after 6 months or 5 months. Sir, ನೀವು ಹೇಳಿದ ಮೇಲೆ ನಾನು ಕಿಲಿ ಇತ್ತಲ್ಲ ಹಾಕೋದು ಅದನ್ನ ತೆಗೆದು ಘಟನಲ್ಲಿ ಬಿಸಾಕ್ಬಿಟ್ಟೆ. ದೀಪಾವಳಿ ಇರಲಿ, ಯುಗಾದಿ ಇರಲಿ, ಏನೇ ಇರಲಿ, ಮೇ ಡೇ ಇರಲಿ, ಏನೇ ಇರಲಿ, it should be 24/7. We are financially very comfortable now. They used to give me the feedback and their growth is tremendous now. Whenever I look at them, I feel proud of them. And particularly, what we are sitting here above 50, myself, Mr. Madan Desai or Mr. Guru Raj Deshpande, we are all maybe a very ideal person to follow for all of the under 50 years. It is not so. Youngsters have a tremendous capacity to do the business. We are killing their career. When I used to go in Gadar on the road for canvassing, some of my family friends, Ladwa stationery shop near Tangapur, ಕೆಲವರು ಗೊತ್ತಿದೆ. ಅವರು ಆ ಹುಡುಗನ ಕರ್ಕೊಂಬ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. ನಾವು ಹೋಗ್ತಿದ್ದೆ, ಏನು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ, ಇಲ್ಲಪ್ಪ ನೀ ಇಷ್ಟೆಲ್ಲ ಕಾಂಪಿಟೇಷನ್ ಮಾಡಿ ದುಡ್ಡು ಭಾಳ ಕಳ್ಕೊತಾ ಇದ್ದೀವಿ, ಸಾಲ ಮಾಡಿದೆ ಅಂತ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಅಪ್ಪ ಬಂದು ಕಣ್ಣೀರ ಇಟ್ಬೋದ, ನಿನಗೆ ಒಂದು 500 ರೂಪಾಯಿನಾದ್ರೂ ಕೊಡಬೇಡ ಕೇಳಿದಾರೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದಾನೆ. ನನಗೆ ನೋಡು 30 ವರ್ಷ ಆಯಿತು, ವೀರೇಶ್ವರ ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ಪೋರ್ಟ್ಗೆ ನಾವು ದಿನ ಮಾಲ್ ತರಿಸೋದು ಕಳಿಸೋದು. ನಿನ್ನ ಕಡೆ ನಾವು ಮಾಲ್ ಹಾಕೋಂಗಿಲ್ಲ, ನೀವು ಯಾವಾಗ ಬಂದು ಮಾಡ್ತೀವೋ ಜೋಳ ತೆಗಿತೀವೋ ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ. ನಾನು ಅಲ್ಲ ಸರ್, ನಿಮ್ಮ ಕಡೆ ನಾ ಬಿಸ್ನೆಸ್ ಕೇಳೋಕ್ಕೂ ಬಂದಿಲ್ಲ, ದುಡ್ಡು ಕೇಳೋಕ್ಕೂ ಬಂದಿಲ್ಲ, ಯಾಕೆ ನನ್ನ ಖರ್ಚು ಬೆಳೀತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ಅದೇ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಅಪ್ಪ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದು ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಇದೆ, ನೀವು ಭಾಳ ಉದ್ದಾಟಿದ್ದೀವಿ. ನೀನು ಸಂಕೇಶ್ವರ ಫ್ಯಾಮಿಲಿ ಪೂರಾ ಮರ್ಯಾದೆ ತಗೋ ಹೋಗ್ತಿದ್ದೀವಿ. ಹಂಗೆ ಒಂದು ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ದುಡ್ದಾದ ಮೇಲೆ ಬೆಂಗಳೂರು ಆಫೀಸ್ನಲ್ಲಿದ್ವಿ. ಬೆಂಗಳೂರಿನಲ್ಲಿ ಮೊದಲೇ ಒಂದು ಹೇಳಿಲ್ಲ, ಮತ್ತು ವೆರಿ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್, ನಾನು ಲಾರಿ ತೊಗೊಂಡು ಒಂದು 8 ತಿಂಗಳಿಗೆ ನಾನು ಒಂದು 2 ಟೈರ್ ಹೊಡೆದಿದ್ದೆ. ಅವಾಗ ನಮ್ಮ ಫಾದರ್ ಹೇಳಿದರು, ನೋಡಿ ಮ್ಯಾಗ ನೀವು ಎಲ್ಲಿಂದ ತಗೋ 7,000 ರೂಪಾಯಿ, ಈಗ ನಿನ್ಗೆ 10,000 ರೂಪಾಯಿ ಕೊಡ್ತೀನಿ, 7,000 ರೂಪಾಯಿ ಟೈರ್ ಹಾಕು, ನಾಳೆಯಿಂದ ಟ್ರಕ್ ಬಂದ್ ಮಾಡಿ. ನಾನು ಹೇಳಿದೆ, I sold my Lambretta scooter, which was 6,500 rupees. When I sold it for 4,500, borrowed from somebody and put the 2 tires and fitted again 2 years cycling. When I was little improved, then I decided to better we should leave brother instead of this torture and all. I left brother. ಭಾಳ ಜನರಿಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿರಬೇಕು. ಈ ಮೆಣಸಿನಾಗಿ ಒಂದು ಜಾಗದಿಂದ ಕಿತ್ತಿ ಬೇರೆ ಜಾಗದಾಗ ಹಚ್ಚಿದ್ರೆ ಅದು ತುಂಬ ಜನ ಬೆಳೀತದೆ. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ನಾನು ಗದಗದಿಂದ ಹುಬ್ಬಳ್ಳಿ ಶಿಫ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಗ್ರೋತ್ ಅವಶ್ಯಕವಾಗಿದೆ. ನಾವೀಗ ಮಾತಾಡ್ತೀವಿ, ಸಿಂಧಿಗಳು ಭಾಳ ಅಗ್ರೆಸಿವ್, ರಾಜಸ್ಥಾನಿಗಳು ಭಾಳ ಅಗ್ರೆಸಿವ್, ಗುಜರಾತಿ ಮಂದಿ ಅಗ್ರೆಸಿವ್. ಅವರೆಲ್ಲ ನನಗೆ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕಿತ್ತಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಬಂದವರು ನೆನೆಸ್ಬೋದು. ದೇ ಆರ್ ಮೈಗ್ರೆಂಟ್ಸ್. ಮೈಗ್ರೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಓನ್ಲಿ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಡೂ ವಂಡರ್ಸ್. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನಮ್ಮ ಈಗ ನಾವು ಹೇಳ್ತಾರಲ್ಲ, ನಮ್ಮ ಅಜ್ಜನ ಆಲದ ಮರಕ್ಕೆ ನಾವು ನೇಣು ಹಾಕೋಬಾರದು. ಸೊ ವಿ ಶುಡ್ ಬಿ ರೆಡಿ. I am a very small person to talk all these things in front of Guralji. He is established a big empire in US, but I am talking the reality. When I started 3-4 branches with 2-3 vehicles, then when I was going in one gully, my uncle is there, Bidi Tukchi. Previously, whenever I go to Belgaum, he used to insist me, call, and he used to tell, we will have a lunch in home because your dad is my elder brother and all. After starting Belgaum branch, one day he called. I had not gone to his house. He told, you see, you are done and all dirty business, this thing, that thing and all, he told. And again he told, ನೀವು ಬಂದರೆ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಅಪ್ಪ 500 ರೂಪಾಯಿ ಕೊಡಬೇಡ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ನಾನು ನೀವೆಲ್ಲ ದಾರಿ ತಪ್ಪಿದ್ಯಾ. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ನಮ್ಮದು ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡರ್ಡ್ ಬಿಸ್ನೆಸ್ ಇದೆ. ನಮ್ಮದು ಚಾಕ್ಲೇಟ್, ಬಿಸ್ಕಿಟ್ ಮತ್ತು BV ಅಶ್ವತ್ಥಯ್ಯ ಅಗರಬತ್ತಿ ನಾವು ಬರೇ GPTಯಿಂದ ಮಾತ್ರ ತರಿಸೋದು, ನಿಮ್ಮ ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ಪೋರ್ಟಿಂದ ತರಿಸಲ್ಲ. ಅಲ್ಲ ಕಾಕ, ನಿಮ್ಮ ಕಡೆ ನಾ ಬಿಸ್ನೆಸ್ಸು ಕೇಳಿಲ್ಲ, ದುಡ್ಡು ಕೇಳಿಲ್ಲ, ಸುಮ್ಮನೆ ನಾ ಆ ಪಾಟಿಗೆ ಹೊರಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ. ಆ ಹುಡುಗನ ಕೈ ಕರೆಸಿ ನಾನು ಬೈತಾ ಇದ್ದೀವಲ್ಲ, ನೀವು ಆಶೀರ್ವಾದ ಮಾಡೋದು ಬಿಡ್ತಾರೆ. ನಿಮ್ಮ ಅಪ್ಪ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರು, ಭಾಳ ನೀವು ಉದ್ದಾಟ ಇದೆಯಾ ಈಗ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಕಾರ್ಡ್ ಇದೆ ನೋಡಿ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಅಪ್ಪಂದು, ನೀವು ಬಂದರೆ ಏನೋ ಸಹಕಾರ ಮಾಡಬೇಡ ಊಟ ಕಲಿಯೋದು ದೂರ ಹೋಯ್ತು. The way one has to suffer once you start. When I started rented house in Hubballi, 600 rupees, my father gone to the owner of the house and told, ನಮ್ಮ ಮಗ 600 ರೂಪಾಯಿ ಬಾಡಿಗೆ ಕೊಡೋಕ್ಕಾಗಲ್ಲ, ನನ್ನ ಅಡ್ರೆಸ್ ಕಾರ್ಡ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಬರೆದುಬಿಟ್ಟಿದ್ರು, ಈ ಕಾರ್ಡ್ ನನಗೆ ಪೋಸ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ ನಾವು ಬಂದು ಬಾಡಿಗೆ ಕೊಟ್ಟು. ಓನರ್ ಬಂದು ಹೇಳಿದರು, ಏನು ಸರ್ ನೀವು ಇಂಥ ಟೆನೆಂಟ್ ಬಂದುಬಿಟ್ಟಿದ್ರಿ, ನೀವು ಅಪ್ಪ ಬಂದು ಹೇಳಿದ್ರು, ನೀ ಹೆದರ್ಬೇಡ ಮಾಡ, ನೀನು ರೊಕ್ಕ ಕೊಡುತ್ತೆ. You are sure I am unable to pay 600 rupees. My wife has also not cooperating. 600 ರೂಪಾಯಿ ಮನೆ ಬಾಡಿಗೆ ಕೊಟ್ಟು ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಹೋಗಿ ಬದುಕೋದು ಹೆಂಗೆ? 4 ಮಕ್ಕಳು. Before 30 years I had 4 children. I married at the age of 21. ನಾನು ಬರಲ್ಲ, ನೀವು ಹೋಗ್ತೇನೆ, ನಿನ್ನ ಮಕ್ಕಳು ನೀನು ಇಲ್ಲಿರೋ ನಾವು ಬೇರೆ ವ್ಯವಸ್ಥೆ ಮಾಡ್ತೇನೆ. It may look you very vulgar, but you have to talk certain things on certain time, otherwise you have to yield to the resistance. He came crying. That time Anand was 6 years old. So, like this, when I started Bangalore, I was unable to pay the deposit of 15,000 rupees. Then I sold my car, which was costing 20,000 rupees I bought. I sold it for 14,000 rupees and I managed and paid 15,000 rupees. Then cycling. Then I came to Desai Motors and bought one loan. This is the way we have. Then for one truck, I applied loan in Gurshideshwar Bank. I bought old truck. That time new truck was not available. Manager were very happy and he sanctioned the loan. Everything was happened. After half an hour, he was about to release that money. He asked me, "Sir, ನೀವು ಶಂಕರಣ್ಣ ಮುನ್ನೋಳಿಯವ್ರ ರಿಲೇಷನ್ ಅಂತ ಹೌದಾ?" ಹೌದು, ನಮ್ಮ ರಿಲೇಷನ್ನು ದೋಸ್ತ ಎಲ್ಲ ಹೌದು. ಅವರ ತಂಗಿನೇ ನಮಗೆ ತಮ್ಮನಿಗೆ ಮದುವೆ ಆಗಿದೆ. ಅವ್ರದ್ದೊಂದು ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಗ್ಯಾರಂಟಿ ಸಿಗ್ನೇಚರ್ ಈ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ನಾ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಅವರು 50 ಲಕ್ಷದಾಗ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಅವ್ರು ಸಾಫ್ಟ್ವೇರ್ ಅದಾರ ಈ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂಷನ್. ಬಟ್ ಐ ವಿಲ್ ನಾಟ್ go to any bank henceforth, and I will not go to any relatives and beg that you do this favor, because tomorrow, even after 50 years, they may tell that ನಮ್ಮ ಮಕ್ಕಳಿಗೆ ಮೊಮ್ಮಕ್ಕಳಿಗೆ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಅಪ್ಪ ಬಂದು ನನಗೆಲ್ಲ ಭಿಕ್ಷೆ ಬಿಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾನೆ. This should not happen. So I stopped going to bank. I was taking private finance, some Sundaram finance and other things, but I was not going to any bank. They were coming to our door and giving the finance. बहुत सारे लोग इधर बैठे हैं 10-20 लोग, कभी कभी हमको 5,000-10,000 रुपये लोन दे देते थे. कभी कभी हमको क्या होता था, 20,000 रुपये लोन लेते थे, 4 महीने में 6 महीने में देते हैं तो बोल के. if देने के लिए नहीं हुआ तो 4 दिन पहले ही जाके बोलता था, सर आपका इंटरेस्ट ले हो, और 4 दिन के बाद मेरे को ड्यू होता है ना, वो मेरे को देने के नहीं होता, 2 महीना और चाहिए. अरे विजय भाई इतने के लिए इधर तक का क्या बात कर रहे हो, और 20,000 ले रखिएगा. लाइक दिस it is not a hypnotism. Whatever is there, you should tell truth all the time. Everybody will think to become a successful transporter, you have to tell lie from morning to night. But it will not happen. You can cheat the person once, not second time. Even Mr. X is sitting here, I will not name. I stood a guarantee to the one Sirsi MP for 5 lakhs. He has given 5 lakhs. विजय भाई देखो, मैं इनको नहीं जानता, मैं देता हूँ. वो इंटरेस्ट भी नहीं दिया, ओरिजिनल पैसा भी नहीं दिया. मैंने 2 साल तक इंटरेस्ट भर के बाद में मैंने वो उसको लोन चुकाया. इसीलिए when you do the transaction, financial transaction, you should be well back. There was, many of you are knowing, Hirachand Prashansan was a very big financier in Bangalore and Chennai. That time, in 78-79, they had financed more than 20,000 vehicles. I was one of the borrowers there. And their system is that the Marwadi finance system in that Hirachand Prashansan, not to make any payment on Friday and Amavasya. One day what happened, when I bought 5th truck at 1,60,000, I had gone to them, and then that time he was in the his bedroom. He was not allowed to meet anybody, including his Islam. Then I met his PA, Murti, साहब को बाबूजी बोलते थे, बाबूजी को मिल रहा है, नहीं उसको थोड़ा 4 दिन किसी को नहीं मिले. मेरा कार्ड दिखाओ, विजय आके गया करके बोल जाना. Then he called and told, क्यों आया? नहीं, मैंने 1,50,000 में गाड़ी लिया, लोन पूछने के लिए आया था, आपका तबीयत ठीक नहीं, मैं मेरा व्यवस्था कर लेता हूँ, आप बाबूजी आप रेस्ट कर लो. नहीं ऐसा नहीं होता है, तेरे को कितना पैसा चाहिए? बाबूजी आपको मालूम नहीं है ना, मैं कभी भी तंगी में रहता हूँ, जितना आपको मर्जी हो उतना दे दो. वो उसका असिस्टेंट को बोला, अरे विजय को 2 लाख रुपए देकर भेज दो. सर वो 1,50,000 का ट्रक है, पुराना है, एंड आज फ्राइडे तो है ना, हम नहीं लेते, उसके लिए कौन सा रूल्स नहीं, 2 लाख रुपए देते. Why this? ये सोचने की बात. When our Davanagere Gateway Godown burnt because of some communal rights in 93. That time, we are not liable to pay 1 paisa to any customer. Even till today also we are not liable to pay. Even if I sell your consignment in front of you, you cannot do anything. As legally, हम बोल देते हैं हमारे पास वो चोरी हो गया. You can't do legal anything under new motor vehicle act. You can claim only the 10 maximum court can declare 10 times of the freight what we are charging. But when the Godown burnt, we sustained 3 crores of rupee loss in 93 when my company was very, very small. If you look at what has given you all the Xerox copy, you will understand how much small we were in 93. Then after 3 days, I went to Davangere. I was filling the petrol to my car. I was himself travel. Then Mr. Sarang sitting there. He came and looking at me that I was very upset and all. That whole 1 week, lot of people used to come who had worry about me to say sympathy. And who are jealous about me, they wanted to see my face how it is. When I was putting petrol, he came and hello, I say good morning. Oh, 5 minutes was in confusion. I heard something in the paper, that appeared in the paper. Is it true? हाँ वो जल गया. अभी 3 दिन हो गया ना, अभी आ रहे आप Davangere. वो करने वाले करते रहते ना. We had to plan and made some parties there, stating that we will make 70% of the payment of the consignment. After 3 days I am coming here, I wanted to make an assessment how much is the loss. It is about 3 crores, so we will make almost 2 crores payment. I met only important 5-6 parties and said that this we are going. Everybody was very happy. Then I started issuing a register notice to all my financiers. One Godown is burnt, I am in financially bad position. So I will not pay your installment for another 3 months. Everybody start running. You don't worry how much money you want. I assured Davangere people to pay in certain installment or something like that for a specific time. And I borrowed a lot of money from Hubballi market, outside Bangalore, something Bombay, and paid within 8 days. Within 8 days. The same case, there are lakhs of cases are there, but to understand the logistics, that is very, very important. There are small and big truckers or logistic players are in India. Always I will tell you that I believe in God, but I have not seen the God. If you say, show me a single person, he is earning money out of truck, he will become my God from that day, and I will keep his photo in my house. It is never. But why we are losing 100 crores in the truck, making 90 crores, 91 crores profit? The only reason is we are different by others. We are not the carbon copies. If you take a surface logistic in India, number 1 in turnover stands TCI. They are doing 2,300 crores turnover. Number 2 is VRL. We are doing 1,700 crores. When I started, they celebrated Silver Jubilee. That time they were 1,000 crore plus. And so many Kati, V-Trans, so many people are having 800, 900, 1,400 crores turnover. If you look at their balance sheet, the receivables from the parties is always not less than 400 crores. You look at my balance sheet, receivables from VRL, from customers to VRL is less than 40 crores. Because I am a good paymaster and I don't want any bad paymasters. ट्रांसपोर्ट में क्या होता है, माल लेते टाइम पैसा दे के डिलीवरी लेना बहुत लोग हुबली में समझते हैं, बट व्हेन वी डील विद बिग कॉर्पोरेट्स लाइक कोलगेट, सिप्ला एंड ऑल, जिंदल स्टील, कल्याण स्टील एंड ऑल, we have to sign a document of say 30 days, 40 days, 60 days credit like that. However big it may be, if he will not pay as per agreement, if he delays only 3 days also, we will charge interest. They will shout at us. You see, those people, even they are not asking money even 4-5 months. You are charging interest for 2 days, 3 days, only 600 rupees, 700 rupees. I tell, I do lakhs of charity, but when it comes to a business, I want only a good paymasters. You see, this is the first time. I will waive off that, but next time it repeats, please don't deal with us. You will not believe, thousands of letters I have written, very good parties. When the disputes comes like this, you are requested to not to deal with us in future. You are one of our prestigious customers. You are requested not to deal with us in future. And many have left. Again, they have come back. What they are doing? For a VRL, within the specific time they are paying. For others, they are paying after 4 months. Even he is animal, or a child, or a wife, or some friend, their behavior will always be like how you behave. But we should not behave how they are behaving. So, that is the reason how we make a profit. We are not looting the customer and making a profit. That is a very wrong concept many of my customers are having. You see, if the weight of the consignment is 57 kg, 90% of my customers, so I am going in details, sir, Deshpande sir, please excuse me. 50, if it is 57 kg, I will charge for 60 kg. What others will do, they will not light any kg, they will charge for 100 kg. ये देखो विजय भाई, उन लोगों से उनका तुम्हारे से 20 पैसा कम है. मैं बोलता आप उधर ही मंगा लीजिए. वो वेट में ऐसा चोरी करता हूँ, मैं चोरी का धंधा नहीं करता. Many believe, many did not believe, many tested. So still people are 90% of our customers are shouting at me, your rates are more. Actually, if you go by truth, it is not so. Our rates are much competitive, and the reason is we are not the carbon copy. I told one example about the receivables and also the debt ratio. Nowadays, people are talking about debt ratio. It is a humbug. I will say, when my capital was 1 crore, my borrowing was 25 crore. What is the debt ratio? 1:25. If you go to any finance or MBA guys or anybody, maximum debt ratio tolerable is 1:3 or 4. My theory was to borrow money at the rate of, say, suppose if you have borrowed at those days 18, 20, 24%, now the borrowing is 12%, 11%, and try to earn 16, 18%. The difference is your profit. If you don't borrow more, you will not earn more. This is very simple theory. What is the debt ratio? When my debt ratio was 1 to 25 ratio, when I was making a good profit. When I pay 1 crore rupees interest, I will pay 2 crores here. So, the thinking we have to change. Otherwise, we cannot do the business. You see, so many people have confused. Once what happened, Mr. Vinay Jodi, my guru, is here or not, I don't know. He came to me and asked, "Sir, you have applied for Maruti dealership. I don't believe all this, but आपने ही सुना होगा उधर 1-2 करोड़ रुपए पॉलिटिशियन को दिए तो डीलरशिप मिलता है. The race is between you and RN Shetty, and RN Shetty is offered 1 crore and you are offered 2 crores. Is it a true fact? As a principal, Vinay Jodi will not pay even 1 rupee if they give an agency or not." I told, "Even the Maruti people and come here and give me a 2 crores, I will not take that dealership." We should be very confident that we should not work under somebody's banner. I never be called as a Maruti dealer. Then somebody got it. I will not believe all this crore, 1 crore, 3 crore. But you see, when lot of people are doing the mistake, even you see in my pump VRL, lot of people, Reliance, HP, IC, IOC, all the people came. "Sir, why you are investing money? We will put everything here. We will invest 50 lakh. I say, IOC people, if you invest 50 lakh and do everything, even our account people are sitting over. Even my grandson also is here. He is very smart and he is already on the job now. So, they tell that tomorrow I have to buy only from IOC. Tomorrow there will be a lot of changes will be there. You see, now our competitors are getting, whether it is big or small, what price at X, IOC or HPC, we are getting from MRPL 3 rupees lesser. Where they buy from MRPL and supply it to us, to the pumps. I buy from the MRPL itself. Now since 2 months, we are trying 50% from MRPL, where we save 3 rupees a liter, and we are buying biodiesel from Andhra Pradesh, which is costing another 5 rupees less than the biofuel and less polluting. This biodiesel is encouraged in Europe as well as in US, whereas it is not encouraged by government here. Today morning, I had a discussion with him, and one Mr. from North India, he settled down in America and he has put a lot of biodiesel, ethanol plants across the world and all. I am visiting their factory on 8th of this month. You see, we should be different from others. If I would have shared 50 lakh rupees that time. I had no option to buy MRPL and I had no option to buy biodiesel. Tomorrow, the market may, some change may happen. I hope so it will happen. Today everybody will laugh at me. After some time, if you send a one message, I want 10 liters of petrol to Flipkart or somebody, they will come to your house and put it. Those days will come. So how much competent we should be, how much alert we should be, that is very, very important. So when we do the business, it should be 100% ethical. When you do unethical business, when you generate a black money, income tax will trouble you. And many families I have seen of my friends and relatives, their wife also will steal, and their children will steal the money. They will put money in betting and all the things. Every day at least one person will come to my office and weep and go, saying that मैंने 50 लाख रुपए उधर छुपा के रखा था, मेरा बेटा ने IPL में लगा दिया. If you are lucky, income tax fellow will not trouble you. wife will not cheat you, son will not cheat you, but your driver or servant in the house may stab you any time, even for 10 kilometers. So, we should be very clear, whatever the mistakes we are doing, we should come out with that gradually. And many of you know very well, one government, central government was thinking very seriously, dropped in the middle, that no partnership comes, only private, proprietary, private limited and limited. It did not happen so. The reason was, in partnership, unnecessarily lot of family members, ladies will put as a partner for avoid some time. We should plan business, but we should not think of avoiding tax, as that tomorrow you will land into problem. So, Gautam also was telling, I suggested him, no family people. Here, family people are a partner. No. Other day he was telling me that I am becoming a proprietor now. We have divided everything so that we can grow. When I started my business with 2 lakh rupees turnover per year. Now 1700 crores, including media, it is 1900 crores we are doing turnover. My all brothers, sisters who are in the same field, they are very honest, they are more intelligent than me. Physically, mentally, financially, they are much superior. But when I left Gadar, their turnover was, all put together, their turnover was 1 crore. Now, this Omkar also is my brother product, including this turnover, all of them put together, they are doing 30 crores turnover. Whereas I have, as an individual, grown from 2 lakh to 1900 crores, because that doesn't mean that I am an intelligent guy. I can take a decision. And people think that, sir, you are bhana lucky. You golden touch muttadukule bangara agbidutte, nendu agudiಲ್ಲ. ನಾನು ಒಂದು 1000 ಪ್ರಯೋಗ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ ಒಂದೇ ಮಾತ್ರ ಒಂದು ಸಕ್ಸಸ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ನಾನು ಪೋಸ್ ಕೊಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಹೇಳ್ಬಿಡ್ಬೋದು, ನಾ ಎಲ್ಲ ಶಾಣೆ ಆಗಿದ್ದೀನಿ, ಭಾಳ ಹೆಂಗೆ ಮಾಡಿ ಹಂಗಾಗತ್ತೆ. ನೋ, ದಟ್ ಇಸ್ ನಾಟ್ ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್. ಯು ಕೀಪ್ ಆನ್ ಟ್ರೈಂಗ್ everything. You might have seen the video just now, before 13 days. The MD of Sesha was mentioning about 8 days back. I was with the chairman of the land. We were discussing a lot of things, how to reduce the weight of the vehicles and all, so many things, suggestions in them. They are very intelligent fellow, they did not answer them. But what is required for us? Our vehicle length is 15% more than other transport vehicle. That is why we are able to carry more quantity than our transporters. So they cannot become our competitors. Everybody is asking, when I had gone to IPO, who is your competitor? I said, I have small operators everywhere in the country, about thousands of operators, but no competitors nationally. Who are doing 1000 plus turnover. I showed with figures and facts what profitability they are having, how much is the receivable and how much is the payable. Do you call it with the sense? When they are making the EBIT of maximum 7%, why VRL is maintaining at 18% of EBIT? We are not charging more, we are not cheating anybody, we are not telling lie, but why? The difference is X, Y, Z, so many hundreds of. So even many people are asking, oh, trucking business is a very highly risky business, how you are doing it? Yes, what all are thinking, definitely it is correct, it is a very risky business. You see, my risk is scattered. 4,000 plus vehicles, all the 4,000 will not meet with an accident at the same time. I have 1,000 branches. No theft or burglary or fire will happen, or in some 1,000 branches at the same time. If you have a factory, thousands of people working there, there is a threat of strike. Time हो गया क्या? फिनिश करना है?
क्वेश्चन आंसर भी बहुत है.
नहीं ठीक है. Otherwise that link and
Yeah, continue sir, continue.
if you allow otherwise that is why we are different from others what we are showing. There is no competition in the sense. The risk factor, all it is humbug. Even you don't know, all are sitting here so nicely and enjoying. Tomorrow morning we'll see or not. You see, if that is a risk factor is there, why you talk unnecessary all the things putting in the head that this is a risk factor, वो नहीं करना चाहिए, हम ब्राह्मण लोग भी नहीं करना चाहिए, लिंगायत लोग ये नहीं करना चाहिए, ट्रैकिंग में नहीं जाने का. अगर ब्राह्मण लोग एंटरप्रेन्योर नहीं होना, if it is a thumb rule, तो है सब दुनिया में. If it is a thumb rule, how Mr. Narayan Murthy has built Infosys? He would have become some employee in some bank or somewhere. In front of us, probably say that how Mr. Gururaj Deshpande is doing wonders in US. So we should delegate our power, even if we are at home. सब लोग बोलते हैं, अरे दुकान कैसे चलाना, फैक्ट्री कैसे चलाना, हमारा भाई का बेटा चाहिए. If you bring your relation in the company, if you bring your same caste person in the company, you see that you are digging your own grave. What my national level competitors are doing, is the same thing. 4 भाई है, सब तो 4 बच्चा है, 16 लोग बैठ के एक का एक सिर खाते रहते, nobody will take it. That is why we cannot go. आलोद मेरे कड़े सिसी बड़े कावे मिला. If you will not allow the youngsters to come up, you will spoiling their career. Today morning I had been to Madam Desai house with my grandson. I told him, my grandson is already on the job. You should stand up, show your face. So he asked me, Madam Desai, you have brought him to the business? Yes, he is very smart. He will overtake me and he will send me out from the company. He is meeting hundreds of customers during his holiday. He is going to garage. Sometimes I have given some letters to him. I will not reply. He has drafted 10 times much better than me. That I am not posing and telling about my grandson. Such youngsters are in your house only, but you people are killing them, killing their career. ಎಲ್ಲ ಅಪ್ಪನ ಕೇಳಿ ಮಾಡೋದು, ಕಾಕನ ಕೇಳಿ ಮಾಡೋದು. This is never happen. You forget about this. If I bring in my organization only ಲಿಂಗಾಯತ್, ಅಕ್ಕನ ಮಗ, ಅಣ್ಣನ ತಮ್ಮ, ಅಣ್ಣನ ಹಳೆಯ ಇಂಥವರೆಲ್ಲ ತಂದು ಬಿಟ್ಟರೆ ಕಂಪ್ನಿ will be closed. So we should be very, 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 very meticulous and very clear in thinking. Whatever they shout, you should ready for this. When my father was so much against me, one day he came to know that I have taken a rented premises paying office 8,000 rupees rent in NK complex. He came running. ಏನಪ್ಪ ಇಷ್ಟು 8,000 ರೂಪಾಯಿ ಆಫೀಸ್ ತೊಗೊಂಡ್ಬಿಟ್ಟಿದ್ದೆ ಅಂತ ನೋಡಕ್ಕೆ ಬಂದುಬಿಟ್ಟೆ ನಾನು. ನೀನು ಅವ್ರ ತಲೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಿತ್ತು ಅಂದರೆ ಒಂದು 8 ಬ್ರಾಂಚ್ ಇರ್ಬೋದು, ಒಂದು 10-12 ಗಾಡಿ ಇರ್ಬೋದು. ಒಂದು ನನಗೆ ಕೇಳಿದ್ರು, ಎಷ್ಟಿದೆ ನಿನ್ನ ಬ್ರಾಂಚ್? 34 ಬ್ರಾಂಚ್ ಇದೆ. ಗಾಡಿ ಎಷ್ಟಿದೆ? 22 ಗಾಡಿ. ಸರ್ಪ್ರೈಸ್. ಭಾಳ ಜನ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ ಭಯಂಕರ ಸಾಲ ಮಾಡಿದೆ ಅಂತ. ಅವ್ರು ಸಾಲ ಇದೆ 1.5 ಕೋಟಿ ನಾನು. Then immediately he went to auditors our office and asked, sir, ನಮ್ಮ ಮಗ ಇಷ್ಟೆಲ್ಲ ಸಾಲ ಮಾಡ್ಯಾನ ಮೊನ್ನೆ. He is being extremely well, don't worry. That was when it was happened. He is in the sheet what we have given to you is 1983, my term, not 83, that is in 86. that time my turnover was 1.4 crores and vehicle strength was between 20, that is actually 22 vehicles, that is 24 year. The year when my father came, it must be 22. You see the growth, even if many times if I look at, I will myself will not believe. And I will never fix any target how much we should grow. But this is a very wrong thing what we are customarily doing. So we should be very clear in thinking. Always we should try to go more and more. Again the thumb rule is, when we start a business, we want finance, education, qualification, experience, background, everything. That is also humbug. And Dhirubhai Ambani was how it was and how it has become. So many thousands of such examples are there. The richness or the experience will never come. And चाय बेचने वाला प्रधानमंत्री बन सकता है. आप और टारगेट रखो. If what I am telling today may be boring to many, but if some of you implement 25-30% here sitting, half of it, this Japan and America will not look at India, they will look at North America. That is sure. That I am confident that our young generation is doing tremendously. Just to killing there and don't do. Then we come to the IPO. And IPO, when we tried in 2010, 2008, that time market crashed because of Anil Ambani's listing, no, that power, what is that? Reliance Power. So I was confident, वो कितना भी क्रैश होने दो 10 गुना हमारा IPO सक्सेस होता है, but our merchant banker was not ready. We deferred. Then again we tried in 2010. That time again market crashed because of the 2G scam and all. Again my SBI merchant banker said, you don't worry about all this market and don't believe I never purchased any share and I never sold any share. You go ahead. They did not cooperate. Again it deferred. Not because of our weakness. We are dependent on them. But this time, our HSBC and ICA have done a wonderful job, and they are also very good. They had a lot of fear in their mind. When our IPO came, a lot of failures were there. I used to tell them, don't worry, our IPO will minimum will be 50 times more than it will happen, don't worry. But it happened 74 times. On that day of opening of the, starting of the share, what you call it as opening day, 3 days. That first day I given interview to 7 TV people in different TV people in Bombay. They stayed. अभी मार्केट बहुत गिर रहा है, फिर भी आपका 10 times तो हो ही जाता है, इतना VRL का नाम है. From that day to till 1 month it is falling, but our rates are increasing. The reason is people have realized what is the difference between the others and our logistics. There was no proper company in logistics, in a listed company, to make a proper comparison. If you go to pharma or some other company, you will have a comparison on that. You have comparison on that, but it is not so in logistics. Now everybody will think and how the logistics will work. When I had gone to merchant bankers for meeting this QIB and all the people, I myself and my son met about 45-46 people in India, Hong Kong, Singapore and London. We never, our merchant bankers used to advise me, when you are going, just you are sitting up, you are standing up and saying that you come to Hubballi one day. This is not good. You tell to impress upon them how they will invest. No, this is not my job. And you also should not do it. How VRL is different from others who are presented. If they are convinced, they will invest, otherwise no. When issue came into the market, as per procedures, 140 crores is the anchor investors. So, but 140 crores we should give to anchors. But there was 26 aspirants were there, and all put to them, the demand was 2,600 crores. For our small size of company, as per SEBI rules, for anchor investors, we should not give less than 5 crores at least, first thing. Second condition is not more than 15 anchors. So, the big IPO, they're different. They will give 100 anchor investors or 50 like this. For small anchors, we have not gone to other markets like US and all. Our bankers were not confident. US you should go. इधर ही 50 गुना हो रहा है, US में क्या जाने का? Again, I told it will not happen. But it is anchors. Then the big problem arises. 26 people are there. How to make them 15 was a big problem for us for 2 days. To move the cut down level is a very big challenge. And those who were asking 100 crores, 150 crores, we have given them 5 crores. It is a very regrettable thing. But the response was so good. The reason was that they compared our company with other companies. That is a very crucial thing. Though we came to know this is the thing what is happening in the finance market, and we are into a longer run. That is why we told them, and specifically I took my grandson on the ringing day. Usually some big companies will call Amitabh Bachchan, Shah Rukh Khan to tell you. I wanted to confirm again. The next generation, even my grandson is also ready to take care of the company. So, when we had the same day, the cocktail dinner, more than 25 people said that this is the first time happened in the history of this thing, that the next generation also came and rang the bell. So, we should be confident what we are doing. But the whole world is watching us, every of our word, every of our movement, whether we are small or big people. So, you should think always big, and you should have passion towards our business to do the wonderful job. Even whatever may be the reason for closure of Kingfisher Airlines, but until the last day, last flight, their smiling face on the staff, even if the salary will not pay, so many things were right, I am not going to it. And the quality of food was good, the cleanliness was so good. Every day 1 or 2% will talk with me, nothing like it. Because I have also traveled more than 100 airlines in India and abroad, that still I proudly say there is no comparison. The reason is his passion to do that work. We have that passion and we are proud. Even if you do a small shoe shop, or you should be proud of it. Still there is a fight in US about black and white. When Abraham Lincoln, the first black person became the President of America, he called, after taking oath, he called 60, 70 people, the important people, to discuss certain things. All were white people majority. All were very angry. One person stood up and told, listen, Lincoln, your father was a shoemaker. Then Abraham Lincoln fully told, yes, I am proud to say that I am a son of shoemaker. And I don't know how will I perform as the President of America, but my father is so popular in shoemaking, and if some of the shoes are biting or any problem repair, you don't hesitate, bring to me. Though I am a President of the US, I will do my repair according to my knowledge, what I know. So, whatever profession you do, you should be proud of it. अरे यार ये तो सब हमारा नसीब ही ऐसा होता है, बेकार है. All businesses are very good, all businesses are very bad. All individuals are very good, all individuals also, if you think the wrong thinking, they are very bad. So we should change our thinking that according to the race, we should be always ahead, we should be always stand number one. No number two position should not accept at all. In logistics also we are number two now, but we are aiming at number one. And in Karnataka and in Vijay we become number one. You see, whatever we do, we should do dedicatedly, honestly, and lot of involvement you have to be there. If you dream big, it will not happen. If you stand on the seashore, only dirty things will come to your leg and touch it. If you take a risk, go deeper into the sea, more and more, more and more, more and more, you will get horse of worth of jewelry. That is also in every business. No business is a bad business. So, this is my thing. I am very sorry to say to try people that I have taken unnecessary more time, but my worry was the youngsters should not become emotional to do something wrong. That was my worry, than giving importance to my what I am telling. So I am really sorry for the time I have taken, and I am free to answer your questions. And if you have something, if it may be right or wrong, and if you have any doubts, any time, you come to my office all the time. We are welcome to you. Thank you, one and all.